on in Frozen, and I've also been in the Cartoon Network show Clarence.
Hi, my name is Eva Bella, and I play young Elsa in Frozen. And I have a Nick Jr. show called Shimmer and Shine, and I play the voice of Shimmer. And season 2 just premiered yesterday, actually, and so we're working on season 3 right now. And I also have a movie coming out June 21st called Jessica Darling Zitless, where I play Sarah DeBruzzi. And that was really fun to do, and I have other voiceover movies coming out.
Ruby, what got you into voice acting?
Well, I really wanted to just act and stuff, so my parents sent me to LA, and what they did was I would take like any audition for acting or whatever. This was my first voiceover audition, and once I did that, I just got hooked into voiceover. Like I said, like I need players, which is voiceover, and stuff like that. So I do voiceover a lot. Mostly I do voiceover, I guess. So I did, Frozen and stuff. So yeah, I just love it.
And when you got into voice acting?
Well, I live in Los Angeles, and so I've been doing acting for over 6 years. And so voiceover was kind of like another world for me. I mean, I didn't, like when I walked into this booth and I was like, am I trapped in here all by myself? And my first voiceover audition was for a movie, and I actually booked it. And so my agents were like, wow, she should really get into voice acting. And Eddie was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I went to a coach and I got into it. And I love voiceover because you just get to be someone else. And I don't know, I think it's just really cool to be someone else. And I don't know, I just kind of got into it. My agents helped me. And now I'm here.
Now, even though you're already in animation, voiceover, are there other characters that you really want to play other than what you're doing now?
Well, I would say, so like, not voiceover?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Either one.
you know what, I like doing plays a lot, and there's some plays that I would love to do, like, some people call it, like, Les Miserables or something, Les Mis, and I've always wanted to do that, like, I've wanted to play, like, Cosette for a long time now. That would be a really fun play, and there are, like, books, like, Harry Potter. If I had ever gotten Harry Potter, like, I'd be like, it would be amazing, and I would probably also, like, like any TV show, voiceover, or, like, anything, like Disney. Disney would be awesome. But yeah, I like doing plays a lot, so like a lot of like plays would be important. And like Addams Family or something.
Well, actually, I have the best of both worlds because I get to do Frozen, like do all the stuff which is Disney, and then Shimmer and Shine, which is Nickelodeon. And so, I wouldn't rather be any other voice character than Shimmer. And she's just like so fun to play, and she's just like reading the scripts. Like when I get them, I just read them on my iPad. It just like makes me happy because it's such a fun show. And then Cartoon Network, I would love to do more of that stuff. I did an episode of Clarence as well. It was in like Lost in the Supermarket. I was that like annoying girl who got mad at Clarence for like eating a grape.
The really mean one. The little 5-year-old was really mean.
Yeah.
Now, besides characters you've already done, and this is a little bit different, not just in acting or animation, but besides what you've done, are there any animation or live action characters that are your favorites? Kind of like your personal ones you like really?
I'm trying to think of like some animations that are like I'm trying to think of like a Disney princess that represents me. Well, if I think of animation, I honestly just jumped to Disney princess.
Well, I'm obsessed with Tinkerbell. I've always loved Tinkerbell, those movies. I got to go to the Pirate Fairy one, and when I heard that, because I got to go like last minute, and I like started crying because like I love those movies, and I love Tinkerbell. That's probably one of my, I love Mae Whitman. She's such a nice person, and I also did Parenthood with her, and so she's like a really good person. Cinderella being there. Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess.
But who would you be in Tinkerbell?
In Tinkerbell?
Yeah, who do you think you would?
I'd probably be Silver Mist.
Me too! I'm just so oblivious oblivious to everything. I'm just like, I feel like I'm Silver Mist.
I know. I just like to be a water fairy. I don't
That'd be
know that.
fun.
My
Or-
daughter would have better than I would, so.
Silver Mist is like the one that's like really oblivious and really silly and weird and not just like that's so me. Or I'd be
I
fun
would
because
just
she's
wanna-
obsessed with animals.
It also sounds like Captain Madonna. Two like along with them.
I'd probably be either Silver Mist or Fawn because
I would just want to have the water fairy.
I'm just like
This is kind of a silly question, okay? But do you ever get the urge when you go to, like, say, Toys R Us or something, and see a character you've done? Do you ever just want to run down the aisle and go, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me?
oh yeah.
My mom,
Oh, yeah.
I know my mom wants to do that. My mom, like we were in Target the other day, and there's like everyone in this aisle like surrounding around like the Frozen toys, and my mom saw my doll that I did, and she pressed the button and kept walking. Like I'm not even kidding. My mom was like, and she just like kept walking. I was like, Mom, what are you doing?
Oh no, my dad.
And she's like, yeah, go talk to them. They'll hear your voice. I was like, no, what are you doing?
You know, my dad buys every piece of merchandise that he can get.
Yeah,
That's
same.
Frozen. Every piece of merchandise we
Yeah.
have to have. Like, he literally got a baseball case for like a little like young Anna thing. He got a whole like baseball case for it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to have like every Frozen merchandise. I mean, I don't really think I would do that. Honestly, even if I could, I don't think I really would. But I mean, it would just. I would honestly just want to skip
I
down
did
the
it
halls of
first.
Target. Like, I wouldn't even need to like scream my name. I would just have to like skip down the Target like place. I would just want to start going down Target and just start buying things.
Well, the Shimmer and Shine toys are coming out, so my mom's like, by the end of this, we're gonna have a whole toy room with your voice in it. And she's like, we're gonna have a toy room just with all your dolls. And I'm like, please don't.
Turn your room into that. When like one of your siblings graduates, just to take their room and then make your room into toy room.
I know you guys are kind of young, but do you see yourself continuing in voice and live action acting?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I live in Los Angeles. I mean, I moved out there from Indiana just for that. And I love just like creating and I don't know. I just love everything about acting.
So,
I'm just gonna listen to you. No, but like live action would be amazing. Like I've done like live action like student films and stuff, but I like live action like for movies and stuff. I mean, I think some of them might come out. I have no idea honestly. But like I've done like live action like student films, which I thought turned out pretty good. So if like one of those turned into a movie, I'd be like, woo!
now, is there a school subject you have that's a favorite? Something you actually like to do when you go to school? Or?
I love math. Math's totally my favorite.
English. I love like we learned about poetry and I was like,
We just read Shakespeare in my class, and it was really hard.
I just literally I found something right. I was like, oh, does this rhyme? Okay, I'm just gonna write it down and be like, hey, I don't even know if this exists. Poetry. It's done. No, but I love English. English is fun. And then like playing with my friends, kind of hanging out.
That's not the subject.
No, that is.
What?
What's her subject?
My favorite subject is lunch.
I've heard people say though, if you get in acting, if you can master Shakespeare, you can master anything. So,
Yeah.
that's okay. Last question. Are you guys friends before you worked together on Frozen?
Nope.
I didn't know.
Even
who she
if,
was.
like, even when we worked in Frozen, we didn't even see each other until the premiere. I didn't even know who she was at the premiere. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna guess you're in Frozen. Just gonna guess. No
Then
idea.
this little girl in this blue dress walks up to me, and she's like, hi. And then all the photographers were like, let's take a photo. I was just like, okay. And then
Who
we
is
smiled.
she? We don't know who we didn't know who each other were. And then like when we came back, I was like when we went back home, I was like, who is she? And they were like, it's Young also. I'm like, oh, what makes? And then the next time we saw each other, we were like, oh hi, I know you. And I was like, yeah, I actually know who you are this time.
Okay, well that's all I have. I thank you for your time.
Thank
I hope you
you.
got some